Welcome back everybody to our Minecart station tutorial. You'll see we've made some changes back here and we'll get into that in just a minute. In the last video we covered the selection system for destinations and how the Minecart station actually works and how you get sent off to your locations. If you didn't catch that video, I'll annotate it in the top left and you can go back and watch it. And with that being said, we'll move on to the next part of the tutorial. So this next part will end up being the return system from wherever you're coming from, and also a failsafe in a way in case someone comes in, if perchance they do not, if they forget to choose a location or something, or they just mishit the button, they won't hit a button and none of the pistons will be down. So what'll happen is this. They'll get in the cart and they won't hit any of them, so they'll go up, and this will end up being the return system, but it also ends up being this failsafe. So you get caught here, and then you get out and you just walk. That doesn't usually happen, I just waited there too long. You walk out and out of here, where in my world, if you go back and watch the intro video, you'll see I have the button over here, and that makes for some skeevy sort of redstone that I have to do here because of the tracks. So what I'm doing in this world, and what I suggest you do instead, is you make your button system over here for that piston. So what you want to do is you want to put a button here, a couple away from the door, and what you'll do is, was it on the end? No, it was one away from the end. So put it there, and then we'll come all the way around, and you can hook this around underground, hide it with other blocks, whatever you want to do. And what you do have to go back pretty far though, because what you have to do to get that block to stay there is invert this piston. So you place a torch on this block here so that it powers that piston all the time, and then place blocks a couple behind it so that it makes a straight path to it. And what we'll do is we'll connect the redstone up from the button. I missed one back there, I'll go back a second. And you just connect it up to that block so that when you hit this button, it powers that block, which turns off that redstone torch, unpowering that piston, and after you're safely out of the minecart, letting it go, where it goes under here. Hopefully it might have overflowed. No, it didn't overflow. Let me get rid of a couple of these. So then what happens is, we'll do it again so we can show you. You can see it gets caught there. You get out and you hit the button. It releases the minecart and it comes underground and it goes up. Obviously no one's riding on it at this point, so you can keep it as fast as you want, and you want to keep the speed up so that it goes all the way up the hill. It goes underground, and eventually it'll go up and connect with the original entrance system that you made over here. The way you do that is because I'll show you, it can't connect. You see how a track can't connect in two spots. So what you'll end up doing is placing it one above a different connection, and it just rides right off and continues up the cart in the same way. And that's how you'll make anytime you're connecting multiple blocks. Now that you have the whole failsafe idea down, what we're also going to connect to the system is the return spot. So let's say out here was your destination. If I could run. Okay, let's say here's your destination, you get out, and what I did on mine, I didn't show you in the intro video, but I just had one track that came out, and then you would just have another track near it, or underground or above ground. In my case, it was a different path. And what you do is you'd have it come out, and it goes underground, wherever you want it to go. But eventually, they're all going to hook up to right along here. See how it's along the line with the whole failsafe that we made? Oh, I forgot to show you how to make that. Hold on, let's go back. So the failsafe, what you want to do is you just continue the track after you finish making all of your different connections. Obviously, you can go back and change it if you ever want to add a different location. But you want to keep the speed up, obviously. Go all the way around, however many blocks, as long as you end up here. So that you're along one above where you want to come out, like this, and then you want to make it so you're on the angle so that the minecart is always down when you have to get out of it. That way when you get out of it and you walk out this way, and it's there. It's always ready to go with natural power. That way it holds it there so you can get out, but there isn't any powered rail stopping it or not stopping it, and then you can just easily let it go so that it goes off. So that's what you want to do. You want to make one above, one down, one even. You could make this so that it was flush with that. I just, for the sake of this tutorial, I just made it one below it. You can just make a little step up. And then you want to build the piston as I did, which is one above it. So it looks like it could fit under there, but it can't because it's a slanted rail until this block is removed, which the piston does for you. And then you just, down there, it's the same thing. You just continue down the hill, and the block goes on its merry way back, back into, wow, that's a bad one, back into the whole system, which returns it so it can be used once again. So that's how you build that part. Alright, so you want to line this one up with the tracks that return you from your failsafe, and I'll switch all these out with powered rails after. But the same concept with the failsafe up there, you want it to come in one block higher than it is over here. So we'll do it like that, and we'll get some powered rails in here so that we can keep it moving, obviously. Get some more, why not? Powered rails. And it'll just fly off that, and it'll go right back into the system, right up to the return where you can get out and you're safely back in the station. So we'll show you that right now. So you would be on the track, obviously, from wherever your destination was, and you come in. You don't even notice it when you're riding it because you get up here so quickly, and then you just hop out. You go back out here, hit that button, and bam, it goes back off into the return system, where it can get stacked up once again with the rest of them so that it can be used again. That's another good thing about this design, is that it recycles all your minecarts, so they can be reused and you don't really lose many of them along the way, as not to waste your iron if you were making this in survival mode and not in creative. So like I said before, you can build this any way you want from wherever your destination was, underground, above ground, as long as it comes in one above, even if that was underground, as long as it comes in one above that, so that it just goes right along that track, and it comes up and it meets along this hill where you can get out, get back into the station, hit that button so it releases back into the system. That being said, that's the majority of the systems. Obviously doesn't look very pretty, gotta say, but obviously in your world, hopefully you can spruce it up, make it look good. And if you make this and you have some sort of way to record it, and you can submit a video response to this if you'd like, showing how yours turns out. And if you have any questions about the design, anything at all, you can ask it in the comments. Please leave a like if this helped you, and if you were able to make this. Go check out my other videos. We have a lot of fun on this channel with comedy gaming and some commentaries and stuff. So go check that out. Subscribe if you like my stuff. And you can like me on Facebook or Twitter. It's just Facebook and twitter.com/burntnachos. And thank you for watching. I hope this helped you. And as I said before, anything you need, feel free to ask it. Thanks for watching. Adios.